Hey there again, Erica Swarthy Daisy here. Quick video on 5 more cool games to play on Zoom. This is a follow-up video to my first 5 cool games on Zoom video that I recorded earlier, and I will make sure to leave the link to that video in the description box below. Let's jump right into it. The first game is Taboo. Here you will give the player the words to describe via a private message, along with the words that he or she cannot say. There should be a person on the opposing team assigned to make sure that the words that the player can't say are not said during that round. This game is flexible, so you can have each round take a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or however long you feel like it will take for them to get through several of the word categories. For example, we have the word spaghetti. The player has to describe what this item is without saying the following words: tomato, Italian, meatballs, noodles, pasta, and of course they can't say the word spaghetti. The second game is bingo. There are several websites online that you can use to create bingo games, but here you're going to need 2, bingobaker.com, and the other one is appzaza.com/bingo-number-generator. And I'll also make sure to link both of these links in the description box below. Here you'll send out digital copies of bingo cards in advance via email or through the Zoom private chat. For example, you'll pick the bingo cards 1 through 75. Participants can print them out or play them on the screen of their devices using a markup app. For example, iPhone has the markup feature in the Photos app. Here is a look at the Bingo Baker website. So here is where you're going to choose the type of bingo cards that you want to create for your audience to play. And here's an example of the bingo cards generated by bingobaker.com. And this is an example of how you can mark your numbers on a bingo card digitally using a touchscreen device. In this instance, I'm using the iPhone, so I simply took a screenshot of this card, and then I went into the markup setting in the Photos app, and I just used my finger to mark each number as it was called. For example, on the iPhone, you go Photos, then Edit, then the top right side of the screen, you'll see 3 little dots in a circle. You'll tap on that and then markup will pop up. Once that pops up, then you can choose a writing or a marking tool from the bottom options. So you look towards the bottom, you'll see different types of pens and marking options. And here I use my finger to mark the numbers as they were called. Next, you're going to use a bingo number generator, and then you can pick the 1 through 75 number generator, for example. And here is the bingo number generator website. So taking a quick look, it's a really simple page, really easy to use. And as you see here, you can choose a bingo ball. So all you do is tap on choose a bingo ball. If you're on a laptop, make sure to click on it with your mouse, but it just cycles through the different numbers throughout the duration of the rounds of the bingo game. Game number 3 is Battle of the Sexes. This game can be played using a Jeopardy game creator, such as the one that I showed you in my previous video, and it is the one from Jeopardy Labs, or you can use a Q&A method. You will split into male and female teams. You can use breakout rooms for 1-minute deliberation for teams, or you can just have the teams to shout out answers on their turn. Or you can pick one person from each team to answer each round. Looking at Jeopardy Labs again, I created a custom Battle of the Sexes game. And here I split into 2 teams. And at the bottom you see team 1 and 2. You can edit those to say guy, gal, girl, boy, whatever you want to call it. But here is just an example of a question for a guy. So in this instance, I gave guys girl questions and girls guy questions. And if you don't want to go through the length of creating an online game, you can just do a simple Q&A and pick a person per round. So go to our good friend Google and you can Google some questions for Battle of the Sexes. Number 4 is an escape room. This is a fun one. You can customize the game however you want, but in this video, I am showing you how I customized it. You can start the game all in a group on Zoom, then show the clue on the screen to the group. Next, you will place them all into separate rooms using the breakout rooms feature on Zoom. For example, if you have a group of 10 people, you could put 2 people in a Zoom room each, or 2 groups of 5 people in 2 different breakout rooms. You can use the group chat feature on Zoom to send a copy of the questions to the group. There's so many different ways you can do it. You can send a group chat before you start playing a round. You can do it during a round of play, or you can do it to move on to the next question without breaking out the groups during a round. Make sure to time each round, and based on the difficulty of the question, you can give them 5, 10, 15 minutes, etc. each round. The couple or group that answers the riddle, the puzzle, the question first can message the game admin to escape the room before the other players. For example, for each correct answer, they can get 100 points per round. And if you want to modify it, you can also give bonus points for the couple or the group that gets the answer right quicker. So it's up to you however you want to do this part. Once again, good friend Google has different questions that you can use. You can Google the word mind-bending puzzles, hard puzzles to solve, etc. For example, I found this one. It's semi-hard, but it says, what are the next 3 letters in the following sequence? And it gives you J, F, M, A, M, J, J, A, and then 3 blanks. And the answer is S-O-N. And it says the sequence is the first letter of the months of the year. September, October, and November are the next in the sequence. And the 5th game is Shout. I really enjoy Shout in person, so this should be equally as fun on Zoom. Shout is a DVD game, and all you need is your laptop running Zoom, and make sure it has a CD DVD drive, or you can buy an external CD DVD drive for your computer. What I really like about this game is that it's all inclusive. So you can share your screen with the Zoom participants. You can control it with your computer's mouse. And all you have to do is break the Zoom participants into teams. So here, red versus blue. Taking a quick look at the game itself, I had to mute it because of copyright issues, but this digital guide person is showing you how to separate your teams, and she just recommends that you separate the teams into blue and red teams. Now she's giving the rules for one of the categories, which is Name That Song. So that's one of the rounds that you'll encounter on this game. Each answer is worth 1 point. She says that everyone must hear you, so thus the shouting, and then you have to name the song. There's no penalty for guessing, so you can shout out whatever answer, and when someone on your team gets the answer right, that's when your team will get the point. Assigning points on this game is easy. All you have to do is use your mouse, and if the red team gets a point, you click on red. If blue team gets a point, you click on blue. And then if no one gets it that round, then you click on the center, which is the tie or the none or 0 points option. And once again, this game keeps a tally of all the points as you go along. So that's a really good feature. For example, for the Name That Song round, you see the screen showing all of the lyrics to the song. And of course, the song is playing in the background. And at that point, you can shout out your answers. And then after the timer is up, it gives you the actual answer for that round. And then that's when you're going to choose the red, the blue, or 0 points. At the very end of the game, you have a final answer round. And this is a good time that you can use the breakout rooms on Zoom to help your teams to deliberate. So you can separate the red into one group, blue into another group. They can discuss their answer. Then you can bring them back into the group Zoom to shout out their answer. One way to modify this game, if you don't have a CD or DVD drive on your computer, you can always point your device that you're streaming Zoom on to a TV that has an actual DVD player, and that way you can live stream the game and you can still participate with Zoom and the participants that way. Links to the game Shout will be in the description box below, as well as an external DVD drive. That's it, guys. 5 additional cool games that you can play on Zoom. These games are a little bit more involved and involve a little bit more preparation, but once you get it all together, it's a lot of fun. If you would like to see my first video of the first 5 cool games that you can play on Zoom, I'll make sure to link it in the description box below. In addition, all of the links that I shared in this video today will also be in the description box below. Let me know if you guys are going to try any of these games or if you have any thoughts about these games. Once again, this is Erica Swarthy Daisy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.